Sapling guys, Dready Eddie here, back with another video. I am again, of course, joined by Mr. Tony Maloney.
Here he is.
And his wonderful shirts. I seem to be wearing the same thing every time, and Tony's got all the patterns in the world.
Just come from work.
Going on.
This is what I wear.
Obviously, we missed out last week of episode 5 of The Last of Us. So this is our episode 5 recap plus episode 6, and that's how it is. So roll that intro.
The narrative function of Henry and Sam was to show a mirror image of Joel and Ellie. This brother that's almost like a father to Sam. A person that's willing to do anything to protect his brother.
Okay, and we're back, but actually it was immediately after. So, yeah, episode 5. What are you saying, Tony?
Okay, so this is the Henry and Sam episode, which we're all looking forward to since the game. And I'd say it was pretty good. They captured the Henry and Sam feel. They did well, I think. I mean, it started off a bit rough because Sam was deaf, which we didn't realise. That shouldn't have happened. But
that was a bit of a change. Yeah. I don't feel like that added much. But
no, and he's younger than Ellie was because in the game they're meant to be the same age. But aside from that, it was good. The only downside to the whole episode is the whole Kathleen bit.
Yeah.
Dragged on far too much for a character which we don't know or really care about.
Well, she couldn't have a through line throughout the whole series anyway, because that would mean changing a hell of a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's a baddie of the week kind of.
But they gave her a lot of screen time for a baddie of the week. That's the only downside. We need more Joel and Ellie. There's not been enough.
And her entire character development was equated to throwaway dialogue, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to kind of surmise by what the characters are saying about her. So yeah, I get that.
And it's slightly unrealistic as well that she'd be the leader of like a big militia of big burly men, and she's the woman.
She wasn't meant to be, right? It was her brother that inspired the troops, as it were, who was the actual leader, and then she came into power because she was his sister. Because apparently that's how politics work.
Yeah, you'd be like, why are you in charge? Get the alpha males in. We'll sort it out. That's what would have happened, but I don't know.
Back to just having a fist fight and then find out who wins. This is obviously a really quick overview, and then it did the Ish storyline.
Yes, was it in the bank, the underground tunnels? It was meant to be the sewers in the game, but they're like underground tunnels in the bank, wasn't it? They're maintenance tunnels. Yeah, which is about the same, I guess.
Because Joel and Henry needed a way to get out.
Yeah,
Henry knew there weren't zombies in that area, and it was cleared out. But was it cleared out? Obviously it's completely different to the game. The game, it got overrun, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then
on the other side, there's a warning saying "Don't enter."
Yeah.
Oh well.
So, but yeah, it was cool. You quite like they got the picture, right?
Oh, the set. Yeah, the scene was like the setting. The set.
Yeah.
It looked like the main room of the sewer, which is amazing. Like the decorations and stuff was good. It wasn't as expansive. There was not enough rooms. It was just one main room, but they did well on that.
Yeah.
And the story of Ish wasn't covered. It was mentioned. It was a drawing of him and Danny. But the story of how he came to be, how he invited all the people there, and then how it eventually got destructed wasn't really covered.
It would be difficult to try and get that across, I guess.
I think like a little side story. Instead of having Kathleen, just do like a little flashback to Ish and his side story for that episode. Would have been a nice thing.
We'd totally be complaining that the series is deriving away from Joel and Ellie if you
get the side. But these were characters covered in the game, and there was a story about how like.
Hey, with Bill and Frank, Frank wasn't in it necessarily, and they built him out.
True.
Yeah, so there was possibilities, but they didn't go with it.
You got Kathleen instead, and
from 2.5 Men.
Yeah, what do you call her? Rose.
Rose and 2.5 Men. Brilliant cameo to see her in it. So yeah, they get out and they're celebrating the fact that they escaped. Just arriving at the sniper.
Yeah.
Who's part of Rose's, Kathleen's army, militia, and shooting at them. And then obviously that bit happened pretty much the same as the game.
It wasn't daylight, that's the only difference. And the guy was like shouting out stuff in the game, and he had like people patrolling, but...
Was it daylight in the show?
No, it's just night. There was nighttime. It was just one lone sniper.
well, they need it to be nighttime to show off the explosions.
Mm-hmm.
So the sniper calls on Kathleen, or the militia come in. By which time Joel has the sniper rifle, shoots the guy at the front driving the convoy, and he crashes the vehicle into the building.
Setting up for probably the action moment of the series, I think.
Yeah, the action was pretty good in it. A lot of zombies running around.
I'm saying because every trailer showed that sequence.
Yeah.
So I think that.
Oh gosh, do we have no more action then for the rest?
I don't think we do, because nothing big, unless they cover the tunnel sequence of the last episode, like last part of the game, which I don't think they will, because that was just because it's a game.
And then Kathleen getting her comeuppance by the hands of a child. She's like, "Oh, children have to die. Sam has to die in place of my brother." And then she gets killed by not a baby zombie, but a child.
It's a teenager. Apparently, who's actually a world famous gymnast as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's how she can.
Yeah, like she sort of walks, contorts her legs in front of her to sort of be creepy. Yeah, they did well, I think. Like, they covered the Henry and Sam was done well. Kathleen could have had less, but it's all done. It's all wrapped up.
And then the final plot point of the episode. Where Sam's got bitten.
Mm-hmm.
And then it plays out.
Well, it's a bit different with Ellie trying to treat him. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
In fact, she doesn't find out he's infected until the morning. Yeah, she doesn't actually know.
She did not actually find out at all.
Until the morning when he's like shivering and she's like, "What's up?" And then he goes all mental. I think that's trying to play into the fact that she wants to save humanity a bit more.
Save others, yeah.
Yeah, but like they're trying to lean into the plot point of the last episode, basically. Setting it up.
Sam turns into a zombie. Henry, his brother, ends up...
That plays out scene for scene from the game, I'd say. But the reaction from Ellie was pretty good.
Yeah. And then they have to move on to the next one. So that's that episode. That was really as quick as we could possibly do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a little burial sequence at the end, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Which we didn't get in the game. They didn't even pay homage to that. It's just sort of time skipped to...
Yeah.
I don't know where they went after that.
Well,
Is it to the dam? Is it to the dam after that? Straight to the dam? In the game?
Yeah. Pretty much. You walk it around. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. But yeah, what did you get this one out of 10 then? Episode 5?
I'd say 8.
Yeah?
Yeah, 2 points for the whole Kathleen bit that could have dragged on and been a bit tightened. But yeah, it was good. Good action. Good Henry and Sam.
It had quite a lot in the episode, to be fair. It had Ish, it had Kathleen getting her comeuppance, had the sniper, had Henry shooting, obviously. Yeah, I can't really argue with that. I think, like, obviously we're looking for something new and exciting with this, and I'm wanting to find something amazing. So I'm feeling like I want to just vote down because I've seen it before, but that's kind of the point. They haven't failed. They've done it well. They've done it justice. Yeah, I'm going to go for an 8 as well.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's super quick, and we're going to go into the next episode. But we watched it yesterday, so we're just going to watch a recap, and by the power of editing, we're going to go straight to it.
Yeah.
This is where Joel is beginning to understand what's happening inside him, because it's been 20 years since there was anybody in his life like a Sam that would ruin him if he were to lose them. And he doesn't quite know how it happened, but it has begun to happen now with Ellie. When he sees what happens here, all he can think is, that's going to be her and me. And it terrifies him.